Okay, here's a set of shelving that we put together. You can see that there's actually two 4-foot sections, and here in the middle we have one that has screw heads on either side. You probably have extras of these. What you can do is you can just take the screws out of one side and paint it on this side, or put a piece of finish board on. We had enough of these end pieces that we didn't do that for the most part. But this has worked out well for us, at least, is that we put two of these together, makes an 8-foot long unit. And how we put them together is, if I get down here on the ground, is we put them on top of some 2x6s. So I have two 8-foot 2x6s that run the length of this, and you can see some casters here. I think these are about a 3-inch caster that I bought. You don't need to do this, but it's what worked well for us. And then going between the two 2x6s, I have about a 5-inch piece of plywood, or you could use like a 1x6 or something going between them. If I remember my measurements correctly, it is 21.5 inches from this edge to this edge over here. But measure it to make sure for what you got there. What worked nice there is that as long as we stay on the concrete, these wheel around really pretty nicely. The one thing that we did find is that we had to put some screws here. You can see these 1, 2, and 3 screw heads. Once we had it all assembled and on the top of the 2x6s, as we would be pushing it across the floor, they would slide on top of the 2x6s. So that's what we did to fasten them down and keep them from sliding around. It's not a whole lot of holding power, but it does keep them from sliding. As I look at it here, we can look up and you can see all these little half moons. That's where those screw hole heads go into. And at the top here, you can see one of the half moons for the specialized top shelf that has this little slot in it, and you can actually reach in there as you're trying to get those last two risers into the slots. And I think that's about it.